Greetings, chat. Welcome to my FMK list. Not gonna lie, I am actually quite a bit nervous about this because I was not expecting as many people to submit their VTubers as I anticipated and ended up getting over 100. So I kind of had to kind of put that down a bit to get closer to, well, 100. Greeting there, Castle for Bronze. Welcome. And so to everyone who did submit theirs but could not go through, I do apologize for not adding you to the list. But with that being said, to everyone who did make it onto the list, some of you got onto the list because I've already interacted with you and felt like it'd be a good idea to do that. Others, you got on merely by random chance, which is totally my thing. And with that being said, here is the list. So the very first one we have is the Catboy Aaron, right over here. Aaron seems like he'd be a nice enough fella, probably know a thing or two, but at the same time it also looks like he might be wearing some sort of like school jersey there. So not exactly marriage material, so I'd have to put them in the friend category. Oh, I just got a little message on my phone real quick here. I do apologize about that. Here we are. And so next on the list, we have Adeliza Nera. This lovely lady is a little bit of a Nephilim, as it were. A fallen angel. I wouldn't say that they're beautiful or a knockout per se, but I wouldn't say they're merry either. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably explain what the FMK is for my list here. So I've got friend, which are people who I think would be cool and chill to hang out with, people to try and get to know better, people to try and like be friendly with. Then we have knockout, people who I find physically attractive, those who I just like, I look at them and all of a sudden my heart just goes bump, 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 bump. And I can't think straight. I get nervous and I get very sweaty palms. Arms weak, legs are heavy, mom's spaghetti. And then we have Mary, which is like the best of both worlds. They are comfortable and friendly enough where I can enjoy calling them a friend. But I also look at them and I still feel that bump, 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 bump in my heart that just makes me feel like I could just pass out from pure happiness at any given moment here. So next up we have Agent Ranger, a little bit of a he's a little bit of a draconic artificer, as it were, from his looks of it. He seems like a pretty alright fellow. He seemed like the type of person I'd probably enjoy playing some D&D with. And so I'm putting you over to the friend area. Kiss, marry, kill? Why would I kill anyone, Koser? Next up, we got ourselves Alley Cat. A little bit of a short stag. She seems cute enough. But then again, knowing cats, they can also be pretty chaotic and crazy. I'll put them under friend. Next up, we got Anatis. Now, I'm not sure if it's because of the picture itself or just because of the fact that I see this and I see fireworks, not only just on the picture, but also like kind of on the sides of my vision, but I'd have to classify them as knockout. Beautiful. Next up, we have Anna. Now, this is a cutie patootie if I've ever seen one. She just looks so cute. I just want to like squish her cheeks together and say, oh, who's a good girl? Like, she is the bestest of girls, so she's classified as a knockout beautiful. All right, so next up on our list, we've got Anya. Not to be confused with Anya from Spy Family, but this pink-haired girl is, well, She looks a little yandere-ish, but not like too bad. So I'm placing them under friends. After Anya is Archangel Achiel. He seems like a chill enough dude. I've seen him around heaven occasionally here and there. He seems like a really good friend. Now, Arya's song. I'm not sure if it's just because of this picture here or because of the fact that it just... they are quite beautiful. They are a knockout to me. This next person, Bara Buns. She is the very first marriage candidate. Congratulations there, Bara, because you are a great artist. You have fantastic drawing abilities, but at the same time, I look at you and I also feel the bumps in my heart. So that's why you are the very first marriage candidate. With that being said, next up is Bartleby Blurstoff. Now this he is pretty hilarious. He is a fantastic person to watch, and I enjoy watching him. He is cute in his own little grotesque way, but not enough to be considered a knockout, and so he is only a friend. Next up we have this little cutie patootie, Beanie the Goblin. She is so fun. She is just so cute. Like, I just want to just continually pet her head until my hand goes numb. And so she gets to be in the knockout category. Next up, we got ourselves Bryce. Bryce seems like a really cool dude. Seems like the type of person that I'd like to just chill out and play some Monster Hunter with. How many names am I doing? About 100. Alright, so as I was saying, yeah. Bryce, he seems like a really cool dude, and as such, I want to try and get to know him better. He'd be like a good friend candidate right there. Next up, Calcifer. Now, Calcifer looks rather automata. They look kind of robotic, but that doesn't seem like they'd be like a bad person. You can go ahead and put Calcifer in the friend area. Next up is Captain Adonis. You know, the name itself would imply that he would actually be very handsome, and in terms of physical physique, he pretty is. But then there's the tentacles. Oop, that is the wrong thing. I did not mean to do that. Anyway. Tentacles, I'm going to have a high level of trust with you if I want to get to marry you. Oh, I did not mean to put him in friend. I meant to put him in knockout. Next up is Captain Andros. Captain Andros Urbana. I honestly don't know much about him. However, I would be interested in knowing more because he looks like he's one of those fantasy style, like, spacefaring captains there, and that's pretty cool. Oh, don't get me wrong, Jet. The tentacle can indeed be fun. However, in order for me to have fun with that tentacle, I gotta have a level of trust with that person. Alright, so after Captain Andros is Captain Geo. Now, Captain Geo, they are a Bionicle. They are pretty awesome, and because of that, they go right into marriage. I know what I'm about. Next up, we got ourselves Chad, the voice actor. He seems like a really nice guy. He's got that, like, Middle Eastern garb on him, so him and we could probably just be some sand dudes. We could I swear, I speak the English as well. But he seems like the type of guy who I could try to get to know better. Someone who I could just chill out in the desert, which is not that easy due to the fact that how hot it is there. So, you get to be the friends list. Next up, we got the Communist Pop-Tart. I do not know much about him aside from his physical appearance. I haven't had a chance to actually look at every single one of these VTubers, and I do regret that because this is actually a rather interesting design in terms of some of the others that I've seen so far. He is pretty much humanoid with the sloth head, kind of like how can I put this? I'm trying to think of a good analogy I could put this as. Oh yes, Coaster, every single one of these are indeed VTubers. But yeah, Communist Pop-Tart. That name itself is also pretty funny just to say out loud. And so I'm going to put them under the friend category. Cortez. Now, I actually did a little collab with Cortez and Barra earlier in my career, and I had a lot of fun in that collab. As such, I definitely put them in the friend category. They're pretty cool. Next up is Cree Eagle, and man, you are not fooling anybody with that design. That is definitely very heavily inspired by Knights of Tyrannog, which is an old American-made Super Sentai show, basically. And anybody who even knows or acknowledges that show's existence is pretty cool with me. Alright, next up we have D. Just D. They are a bit of a demonic person there. They got a little eye patch over their right eye, some purple horns. They seem to be dressed up in a dress shirt that is halfway buttoned and some jeans. In terms of physical appearance, they are most likely a beauty, a knockout. Next up, we got ourselves Dandy Demon, and Dandy Demon lives up to their name because not only do they look rather dapper like that, but they also have a female form too that looks just as dapper and dashing. As such, I'm putting you in the friend area. Next up, we've got Darling Crimson. Now, Darling Crimson, from what I can see, well, they've got a lot of detail on their face right there, and that is rather impressive. Now, I'm not sure that when they submitted this PNG that if it was actual conception art or if it was their actual model, but if that is their actual model, that is quite impressive and kind of nerve-wracking at the same time, so I can't exactly call it beautiful, but I will definitely put you under here for friend. Next up is Darth Mordor. This guy knows what Star Wars is about. Oh.
I've been banned by my #1 favorite Vtuber and been heartbroken about it ever since.
I'm sorry to hear that, Koser. Anywho, Darth Mordor here, he's a bit of a he seems to take quite a bit of a heavy acknowledgement from Star Wars there, as a mask that he wears is actually based off of the same species as Darth Maul there. As such, I'm putting him under friends. Now here's a punny name, Deja Wukong, as opposed to a combination of Deja Vu and Sun Wukong. And Sun Wukong, out of all the Chinese deities, he's my favorite because he is the most human out of all of them. Which is ironic considering how he is literally a monkey. So yeah, he is proudly a friend. Next up is Dragnia Flare. She looks very cute and very proper, and as such, I just want to give her all the little head pats. But I wouldn't exactly call her knockout beautiful, so I am putting her there putting them under the friend category. Yes, they are not only a monkey, but also the king of demons as well. Next up is Drake Vaz. Another person who seems to cover up one of their eyes. They have red and white hair. They seem to have horns going out from the side of their heads, almost like dragon horns. And given the name of Drake Vaz, that's completely understandable. As such, they seem like the type of person that would at least know what cultivation is, and that is one of my things that I enjoy. It's like reading those various cultivation novels. So I am putting you under friend there, Drake. Excuse me. Next up, we got ourselves Ebony Leaf, another cutie patootie who I just want to give head pets to. She is very fun, she is very energetic, and at the same time, she's also pretty chill sometimes, too. As such, I feel as if I can have a lot of fun with her. Next up, we have one of the few human VTubers here, Eclipse Roxas. He is pretty handsome or beautiful as males go, and as such, yeah. Next up is Egypt the Late Gamer. And yeah, I took one look at her and I couldn't help but just go bump in my heart. Like, she is very stunning and gorgeous. I could not help myself but put her in the knockout beautiful area. So next up is Els, the slime girl. She is knockout beautiful because she looks like she's the type of person that'd be really chill and relaxed, but at the same time, she also seems like the type of person that would just want to cuddle with you. And I don't know, I mean, that does kind of make my heart get racing a bit. Coaster redeemed Guide the Raid, so we will go ahead and raid Layla Gingzone as soon as this stream is over. Alrighty then. Oop. There are a lot of extra windows here I didn't realize I had opened. There we are. So, next up, we've got ourselves Emperor Zom. He seems like a pretty nice fella, and fortunately I don't know much about them, so I'm going to be putting them under the friend category because I hope I get to know them better as a friend. Next up is Emerald. Now, Emerald looks like a pretty chill person, like in this picture here, relaxing. And as such, I have a hard time whether or not I should actually put them in friend or knockout. Because my heart does a little pitter-patter at it, but not enough to go bump, 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 bump. And so I'm not entirely sure. For the time being, we will put them under friend. Next up, we got Fane von Floof, a harpy lady. And those feathers look like they would just be fantastic to get snuggled up in. Like, I could wrap my arms around them, they could wrap their arms around me and feel like I'm wearing a blanket while also cuddling up against them. And quite frankly, that is something I am all for. Next up, we got Frey. Now, this is the type of guy that looks like he's the cool uncle that your family knows about but doesn't really talk about much because of the fact that he also might be a loner grifter and a bit of a wild card, but not in the good way. As such, he is definitely friend. Next up, we've got Gaia Goddess. Now, she's been doing a lot of work there with her own sewing and knitting and creating her own costumes for a Little Mermaid play that I've seen, and quite frankly, they are immaculate, and she seems to be like a very nice, chill person, someone who I can get along with pretty well. So, since she has both the qualities of knockout and friend, she is going into the marriage category. Next up, we've got Ken. I don't really know much about Ken other than the fact that he looks like he's getting ready for work, but at the same time he has a completely blue face mask over his entire head. But it's only the head and neck, so I really don't know much about him, so I'm gonna have to put him under the friend category. Alright, so next up, we've got Hara Ray Soul. Hara Ray, that outfit that you have there is quite immaculate. It's like classy and fancy enough to be like a dress you would wear to a casual dance, but also interesting enough that you could actually see that in a D&D party member, and I greatly enjoy that. Speaking of which, Hera, I have been reading quite a few of your tweets, and they are pretty good. I actually enjoy them. As such, I'm placing you under the marriage category. Next up, we've got Haywire. A little tiefling dad, and that is adorable. You barely ever see people actively be a father on VTubing anywhere, so as such, he's a very chill guy. I'd like to get to know more about him. I'm putting him under friend there. Next up, we got ourselves Heroic Z. This is another human VTuber that, honestly, not a lot of people really know about. He's got some pretty good streams going on. I was just checking him out, Heroic Z. Next up, we've got Hundi, a pirate girl. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw her picture, it had me thirsting for the booty. I am 100% guilty of that. So she's going over to the knockout area. Next up, we've got Hypno Chris, a hypnotist elf. I don't really know much about his work, and I do hope that he does things completely legitimately and that the only people he hypnotizes are those who actually wish to be hypnotized. But aside from that, I hope him and I can become friends. Next up, we've got Iced Bobcat. And she is just adorable. Just look at her little bonum there in the little cat head. Just like, I want to give her head pets and just tell her that she's being a good girl when she's actually being a good girl. Next up, we've got Ichikisu, who seems to be in a Halo-themed avatar there with moose horns. You know, I used to watch this one show that used to be about Halo, but lately the company who made said show is currently under some heavy fire due to bad employee practices. But with that being said, that's not going to affect you because I'm definitely placing you under friend. All right, next is Isabel Beelzebub. Isabel Beelzebub. You know, I'm going to say we hold off on that for a bit because next up we've got ourselves Jojo Kim, a tank. And as such, if you have a chance to befriend a tank, you always befriend that tank, right, guys? Yes, that was indeed red versus blue. All right. So back over to Isabel. Yeah, she is pretty nice looking, and I got a little bit of a thing for bad girls. No lie. Next up, we got Kanazuki. This gentleman looks like he might be a private detective, always going around trying to help people out, and I always enjoy that. That's always something that I can always respect. It's a good friend quality. Next up, we got Cat the Mermaid. And right now, she is dressed up like Captain America. I'm sure that's going to be a great Halloween costume. As such, I am placing you under Knockout Beautiful. Next up, we've got King MRX. Looks like King MRX is actually just using a picture of Miyashiro there. As such, I can't really judge his VTuber model because, as far as I know, it's just Miyashiro. So I gotta place him under friends since I can't do much else. Sorry, bud. Next up, we got Knight Cycad, who seems to look like more of a Triceratops raccoon, which is a phrase I'd never thought I'd ever say out loud. Triceratops raccoon. But yeah, I definitely would want to get to know him more. Of course I can't lie about my preference there, Ice Bobcat. I know I got a type, and I'm not going to hide it. Next up, we've got Konori, a kitsune, as they're called. Right? Fox people? Kitsune? And yeah, they are indeed quite beautiful. They're a knockout. Next up, we got ourselves Kumo Valentine, the Spider Boy. Not to be refused with Spider Boy, the character from Marvel, or Spider-Man, also the Marvel character, but he's an arachnid man from the looks of it. Although it looks like he might be a little trapped in the back rooms there. I'll try to do what I can to help him out, but my blessings can only reach so far. Looks like we got another angel here with La Dumar. I'm not gonna lie. Business suits, I've seen a lot of angels wear them. But I'm also not gonna say that I've seen a lot of angels with the color scheme of white and purple like that, and that is quite the statement, but in the best possible way possible. As such, I'm putting him under friend. Next up, we've got Lady Nanaki. And not only are they a fan of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And other anime as well, but she just has the nicest personality. And well, at first I thought she was a friend. The more that I think about it, the more I think that she's both friend and knockout, which makes her marriage material. Next up, we've got Lasgar. Lasgar is actually a half-orc blacksmith there. And they've actually been getting their... I swear I speak the Englishes. But Lasgar has actually been one of the nicest VTubers I've met recently because of the fact that my very first collab was with them, and as such, they were very kind and accepting of me when I first started off, even before I got popular here. And I do greatly appreciate them sticking with me as much as they did, because of that, I now have a lot more confidence doing what I do now, and it's all thanks to them. Thank you, Lasgar. Next up, we've got Lord Vermeer. Lord Vermeer. Sorry. Lord Vermeer seems pretty cute, although it looks like they're more like a schoolgirl than they are a knockout. As such, I'm going to have to put them under friend. Why do you feel as if Taka's on this list? Let's see here. I don't think Taka is on this list. I don't think he's... Yeah. Taka did not submit a PNG. Alright, next up we got Lucy Lightbringer. Now, this Lucifer is not to be confused with the Lucifer that we all know and understand from the Bible. So, as such, they are their own complete different person. And, unlike my Uncle Lucy, they are a knockout. At least in terms of what I'm concerned. She is cute. She is like... How can I put this? She's like the idol across the street cute. Speaking of cute, next up we got Masotato. Now, I'm not sure if this is their actual avatar or not, because my manager picked this picture out and said that it looked damn adorable and that we had to use it. And because of that, they are just so gosh darn cute. They're like... they're Chunsuke from Overlord, the little giant hamster creature that is also pretty much like Dragon Hamtaro. I love it. Next up is Matthew DeVictor. And they showed the picture of the nun. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw this. My heart did skip a beat a few times. And so Matthew DeVictor is going to be under the knockout category. Next up, we have Misana Yoon. Now, Misana Yoon is a gorgeous design there because they look like a cloud VTuber, and quite frankly, not only the design of their character, but the design of their clothing and face and all that other fun stuff that just makes them really stands out and pops because of that. As such, I am proud to put them under the Knockout Beautiful category. Next up, we have Mrs. Mummy. Is it me, Mummy? Yes, it is. And I cannot put her anywhere other than marriage area because she's funny, she is gorgeous, she is full of energy, and she's got that little bit of a naughty side to her that I'm very afraid of. And by naughty side, I mean she's part yandere, and that if I attempted to leave her, she would most likely kill me. Next up, we have Monica Eldon. She is pretty cute. She's got a little... Hello there, Factavius, and welcome and thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Church of RNG. But yes, as I was saying, Monica Eldon, she seems very cute. She seems like the type of person that, like, I could chill and chat with, but I wouldn't say she's gorgeous enough for me to just, like, have my jaw hit the floor or, like, make my heart skip a beat. Maybe when she's older, but right now she looks rather young. Next up, we have Moxie Goblin. And she is a Goblin Girlfriend VTuber. And then maybe one day she might be a Goblin Waifu VTuber. But until then, I'm putting her under the marriage category. Next VTuber we have up here is Nana. Nana seems very cute. She seems like a very nice girl, and quite frankly, I feel as if we can chill and get to know each other. But with that being said as well, there's also a chance that we may not be able to click that well. And so I'm going to be placing them under the friend category. Next up, we've got Navi. She seems very cute and very sunny and very cheerful, and I like her. She's very friendly. So we're going to be putting her in the friend category. Next up, we got Nubble Ursa. I don't know why, but there's something about her eyes that just makes me, like, smile and even blush a little bit at my cheeks. I'm having a hard time whether or not I should put her under friend or knockout beautiful. Now, since I don't know her that well personally, I'm going to have to put her under knockout beautiful. But I would be interested in getting to know her. Next up, we've got Nemuke Ray. They're a cute little ghosty. Unfortunately, that is all that I know about them. So I'll be placing them under the friend category. Alright, so next up we've got Nesade. He seems to be pretty well equipped there, like almost like Xenogears type of level equipment there. He even's got a little cybernetic eye for his left eye. As such, I'm placing him under friends. After that, we've got Northern Kiss. Northern Kiss looks like they are a dragon VTuber Japanese like woman, and their design is quite stunning with the white and the pink there, the parasol, the sakura petals around them. Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I would say that I was most likely in love. But right after that, we got Nyal Win. There we are. So Nyal Win has got like this I forgot what it's called. There we are. Fauna. They got a little fawn look going on where it's like they are a deer person. Although with the picture that they provided, it does make them look a little bit more sinister, almost like they're trying to recreate the evil witch handing Snow White the poisoned apple scene, but I'm sure it's nothing more than a coincidence. I'm willing to give them a chance to be a friend. Next up, we got RME. Now, this little witch girl is very cute. She's very, like... I swear, I speak the Englishes. But yeah, she seems like the type of person that I would enjoy giving head pets to. However, it also looks like she also might be part sheep because of the fact that she's got those little horns on the top of her head and sheep ears on the side of her head there as well. Yeah, soy no hablo inglés. But yeah, I don't know much about them personally, but I would like to. So I'm going to put them under Knockout Beautiful. Next up, we got Oxbow Agate, a Catboy VTuber. You don't recognize any of these VTubers? Well, good news is, if you do want to get to know any of them, I'd be more than happy to try and link you to them. Next up, we do have Oxbow Agate, and I have not seen any of Oxbow Agate's streams. I'm not going to deny that. I'm purely going based upon his PNG here, and it looks like he'd be pretty interesting to know. Yeah, some of these streamers are also like very new to the game. Like they don't have that many followers. They don't have that many subscribers. some of them aren't even affiliate yet, according to my manager. And the reason why he did that is as a chance to try and get people to get to know these streamers a little bit better and hopefully spread the word about them. The bad news is, because of the fact that I didn't take the time to actually get to know them better, I feel very ingenuous when I actually try to let people know about these VTubers. For example, these next two. We got Peppermint Michi and we got Peppermint. Now, I've actually been hanging out with Peppermint a lot over in Moai's Discord there, and she seems like a very chill person. And Peppermint Michi, I always enjoy their posts on Twitter. Whenever I see their post on Twitter, I always smile a little bit because of the fact that I always think back to a couple of other interactions that I've seen with them in the past, and it just always makes put a smile on my face. As such, I'll happily put them under friend. And then we got Raven, as in Raven from the Teen Titans. I have seen a couple of their streams. Unfortunately, I haven't really heard them speak in their streams, but they seem to be playing PS4 games like Samurai Warriors for the most part. Unfortunately, since all I can really see is their eyes and lower part of their mouth, I can't really say much about anything else other than the fact that Raven's a teenager and that's about it. Next up, we got Red Kaiju Lord, who seems to be dressed up like some sort of red astronaut man. I don't really know much about what he does, but if it's anything like his picture, chances are he might be playing a lot of Among Us. Next up, we got Ryoko Ame, a cat girl VTuber here with a shirt that says "Some Nerd Cat." Unfortunately, I don't know much about what they stream, sadly. Next up here, we have Ryuji Sakamoto. And this is a pretty boy if I've ever seen one. And as such, there we are. As such, they definitely belong in the Knockout Beautiful category. Next up, we got ourselves Seelen, another person there with an eye patch there over their left eye. Seem to have a motif going along with eyes because of the fact that the hand that's got their lighter there has also got another eye patch work on there. They do get that little bad girl mysterious vibe to it, and I do enjoy that. But it's not enough to actually make me say that they're beautiful. Next up, we got the very angry Spartan Taco here. And yeah, Spartan Taco, despite the fact that his avatar does look like that, he is a great and funny, very good streamer. I greatly enjoy his content. As such, I recommend that if you have a chance, go ahead and check out Spartan Taco. Next up, we got ourselves Starwolf. And yeah, in terms of their design, they are indeed quite beautiful, quite breathtaking. And with that bat behind them, they do indeed quite look menacing. As such, I would not be ashamed to say that they were quite beautiful, even a knockout, even if they do tend to knock you out with a bat. I'm trying to be funny. Next up, we got Tabula Rhea. Tabula Rhea seems like they'd be the type of person that hang out around a college there, just trying to take classes. They don't know what their classes they're taking for, but they definitely look like they'd be someone you'd meet around college, someone who'd be a good friend. Next up, we got the Tech Plague Doctor. Now that is a very interesting design if I ever did see one myself. They do look like a plague doctor, but the beak itself is actually replaced with cybernetics, and I don't know what that cybernetic part of the beak's supposed to do, but chances are it's probably doing its job in tenfold. Next up, we got ourselves 10 dead bunnies. And despite what the name says, they are not comprised of 10 dead bunnies. They are indeed quite cute looking. I do enjoy their appearance there. They seem like the type of person that if you were to hug them, they'd be very nice and fun to snuggle up and cuddle on. So I'll put them under Knockout Beautiful. No, you know what? They go into marriage category because of the fact that not only do they look beautiful, but chances are they probably... Ugh. I swear I speak English. Not only do they look beautiful, but I have actually interacted with them a few times on Twitter, and they seemed quite funny, like responding every now and then to some of my tweets, and I do greatly enjoy our interactions when they do actually happen. Next up, we got ourselves Tenchi Ikari. Ooh, Tenchi Ikari. This gentleman here is a mad lad, but they are a mad lad in the best possible way. Because their shark-like design and overall aesthetic is very unique and very easy to identify from a distance. As such, if you have a chance to check out one of their streams, I highly recommend you do. Next up, we've got Thorn Gorgon, and her whole aesthetic just screams Dami Mommy. And I am all for that. Next up, we've got Ray. Ray is very cute, bubbly, and energetic. I greatly enjoy watching their streams when they are on. As such, I'm very happy to say that they are indeed quite marriage material. Yes, chat. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Next up, we have Undyne Arashi. Now, I've seen a lot of her tweets, and they are hilarious, the ones that I have seen anyway. I greatly enjoy watching them, sometimes more than once. She is not only beautiful, but she is also a very kind person. I greatly recommend you go ahead and watch their streams as well. And they are very easily marriage material. Next up, we got Verlius Verlius Blay, a pirate VTuber. And she's actually pretty good. Like, I do like the aesthetic. I do enjoy the energy she has for her streams. And she's quite fun. I greatly admire her, and you guys should go ahead and go watch their streams. Next up, we got Vesu Owl, a little sheep boy. But just because they're a little sheep boy doesn't mean they're a piece of sheep. They're actually pretty fun. They're pretty good. They're a really good friend. Next up, we got Waffle in a Toaster, and she is just adorable. Like, oh. Waffle in a Toaster is just so cute. She is friend. She is best friend. All right, so next up, we've got Zarin. Zarin is actually a mare boy. Or, oh man, I forgot the name of the species now. I might not have actually gotten it correct. But they are a humanoid that lives in the ocean. And in terms of physicality, they are pretty good looking. Next up, we got Zamzor Ru. And Zamzor's design screams Kamen Rider. And if anybody knows this, I enjoy myself a good Kamen Rider. You're in the friend category. Next up, we have such a dapper gentleman. We've got Zelrina. Zelrina, they look very nice. They look like they could be a friend, but they also look like they could also be a knockout. But like, how can I put this? I don't want to say that they look like an effeminate man beautiful, but at the same time, they do look beautiful, but not in like an overly effeminate way as a man would. But yeah, I am definitely putting them under knockout beautiful. And next up, we've got the clown girl herself. She just screams danger, but at the same time, she also looks like she's got those arms that can just wrap around you and hold you close and just not let go. As such, I gotta put Zozo under Mary. And so, that is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed my FMK list, and I do hope that you guys can join me for my next stream. In the meantime, what did you guys think? Do you have any other ideas for lists that I should do in the future? I'm always up for a suggestion. You can always just leave a comment on the YouTube page. I do hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Try to be safe out there. Everyone, be safe and be awesome.